Welcome everyone, today we have 10 new glitches for Super Mario Maker 2. If you want to be featured in one of our videos, make sure you join our Discord and submit a glitch or two to our glitch discussions tab. Be sure to like, comment, or subscribe. Without further ado, let's dive in. You probably know what a reclaim is. When this shell is half a block away from this spike right here, you can actually jump off of it if you jump on the right side of the shell. So this is nothing crazy, the ability to jump off the shell in this state. However, if there is a note block right here, something different happens, which is really strange because something different should not happen. This is going to display inconsistencies with reclaims. Because this note block is here or not here, we will be able to either reclaim over here or not reclaim. So what's going to happen here is that this launcher is going to spit out a shell mitt, which is going to fly, hit this coin block, and come back and hit this one way. This spike ball is going to activate this on-off switch at a very precise time. So what's actually going to happen here is that the shell is going to die to these on-off blocks as they become solid, even though it's past this one way. Meaning these on-off blocks must be a pixel or two to the right, or the shell clips into the one way a pixel or two to the left so that it's able to get crushed. So why does that happen? We've played around the concept before with the whole clown car inside of a clown car a bunch of videos ago. We're going to explore this a little bit further by killing the bottom clown car after the top clown car has spawned. We're going to use on-off blocks to do that. So let's start the scene and let the clown car spawn. Cool. I take the on-off blocks and make them dotted lines, and I kill the bottom one. Now check out what happens. This clown car is suspended in air, inactive, and it doesn't even have its animation anymore. It is now a background prop. Poor clown car. Did you know you can acquire infinite flight in shallow water? So this right here are a bunch of spikes that are half a block under the shallow water like this. And you can actually fly in the water infinitely if you are low enough. So right here, notice how I'm flying kind of slow. I can fly infinitely as far as this goes on. Another cool thing is I can actually jump out of this state when I want to. So I can jump from this level of the water onto the flag and then beat the level. Hooray! Normally when a Buzzy Beetle flies and hits this area, it would hit this spring or this one way, not both. Because in order to hit the spring, it has to go past the one way, and then it should continue flying on its trajectory. But in this little situation, it does not. Oddly enough, it's going to hit the spring, and then bounce off of the one way, flying off to the left. Check this out. This Beetle is going to fall from the note block. So here's the situation. As young Toad here with this shell mitt, we're going to bonk this flying Beetle up towards this wall. We're going to grab him shortly thereafter, and you're going to see that he goes into his inactive state, and then he immediately wakes up as soon as we try to grab him. He's going to fall to the ground. We're going to lose our shell mitt because of the saw blade, and you're going to see him walk around like nothing happened. Notice how he woke up immediately when I tried to grab him and fell to the earth, walking away like a boss. So what's going to happen here is this spike ball, after the on-off switch gets triggered, the spike ball is going to hit this note block and release a dry bone shell upwards at me. And for some reason, it's going to crush me in this little space. And what I gather from what happens here is that when I grab the dry bone shell, it stands you up for a split second, and this block that's moving to the right actually pushes you up against this other block, so you clip into the ground and then get crushed along this right block on this side over here. So let me show you what I mean. Start the scene and duck. Totally just crushes you. So yeah, you're crushed between this block right here and the moving block because you're clipped up through this block for a split second. So let's set the stage. Here's the situation. There are two icicles that we cover up with launchers like this. So you can't see the icicles, so this could be a trolly little position that we put Toad in. We're going to start the scene, and you're going to notice that as Big Toad, we cannot actually take damage from these icicles. Whether we duck or whether we're standing up, we don't take damage. What happens if we're Small Toad? We let invincibility frames go away, and you'd be surprised to find that when we jump into the bottom of these cannons this time, we die. So what about Toad's hitbox changes when we are small compared to when we are big? Normally when we're big, our hitbox is bigger. So the opposite would make sense, but not in this case. Here we have yet another Inaccessible Clown Car. This is a really sweet setup though. There's a clown car that's going to spawn from this launcher when we get onto this scene. And it's going to spit a clown car in this little spot, and well, you'll find out what happens. So the launcher spits the clown car in that 2x2 tile gap right there, and we cannot jump in there because it's slightly merged into the wall. This is a pretty easy setup for an Inaccessible Clown Car. Rip. This one up is going to hit this note block consistently, which is going to merge all of these little cannons into this big cannon. When this spike ball hits this block, the cannons are all going to expand except for the middle one. The middle one is going to shoot out to the right, allowing us to pass because it's going to blow up the bomb and then fall away into nothingness. Cannons get merged. Cannon gets flown out to the right.